I'm going to recommend you have in your pantry. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Cleansing through herbs. So a lot of the herbs that I'm going to mention right now are considered to be roadblock remover herbs, or basically they're herbs to help you get rid of obstacles, be it obstacles you create for yourself or obstacles that are manifested outside of you. The first herb is rosemary. So rosemary is very powerful. It's one of the anointing herbs that I use. It's really great when you want to focus. It's also good when you want to make like a blessing oil or holy oil, hence the name Rose and Mary. And it's very powerful when it comes to roadblock removal, especially if you have like tough things to get rid of. Mint. Mint is like one of the most powerful herbs of all. It basically can help with anything. You can remove obstacles when it comes to finance, love, yourself, anything with mint. Mint is basically universal, so I feel like it's a staple in regards to like the cleanse. You know, pick you up some mint and dry you some. You get what I'm saying? So that you can use it for your own cleansing, because it's very powerful. That's what I did, and it had massive effects on my own like personal spiritual energy field, etc. Basil, holy basil. Yeah, that's how powerful basil is. Basil is so powerful, guys. So when you want to, you know what I'm saying, cleanse yourself. I'm mentioning these herbs so you guys can mix them all together, you get what I'm saying, to have a nice like mixture, and then you can burn it if you like, you get what I'm saying. I'll probably even make a video later on how to construct like a self-cleansing, ritual or whatever. But right now I'm just gonna tell y'all about the herbs and the other stuff that y'all can use to help. Okay. Oregano. Oregano is really good because it complements any of the other herbs that you're using. So if you're going to put together a little herbal concoction, you get what I'm saying, throw some oregano in there and it'll be very effective. Thyme. Thyme is a very divine herb, believe it or not. It connects and grounds that divine energy from the cosmos and brings it into the work that you're doing. And it makes it more powerful. You get what I'm saying? It makes it a more transformational type of cleansing that you're doing. Bay leaves. Bay leaves are great when you feel like you have negative energy around you, like that is not caused by physical beings. Like, let's just say it's energy that's lingering around. Bay leaves, you burn some bay leaves, it get rid of any of that energy. It also lifts you and it puts you at ease. So bay leaves are great to grab as well. And lavender. Lavender is not only good for anxiety and stress, you get what I'm saying, which causes a lot of the muck in our energetic field in the first place. So using lavender in order to clear yourself and clear your field is very effective in regards to cleansing. And let's see, any more herbs? I think that's it for the herbs, and I'll move on to the salts. The salt. Alright, so I have a few salt mixtures that I got intuitively that you can put together as like salt baths. So when you're taking a shower, if you don't have a bathtub, you can, apply this to yourself, scrub down before you put your shampoo and your soap. But, let it sit on yourself for like 1 or 2 minutes. Let the whole energy of the herbs and the salt and all of that get over you if you don't actually have a bath. That's the alternative. I know that is a problem for a lot of people. That was the problem for me for the longest, is I didn't have a bath, so I couldn't take all these like cleansing baths and stuff like that, people will recommend, so you can do it that way in the shower. Okay, so the first mixture I got is Epsom salt, tea tree, and lavender. So if you don't want to necessarily infuse the herbs in the Epsom salt, you can use some essential oils. So you can use lavender essential oil, and you can use tea tree essential oil, and that would be just as effective. But make sure that it's like authentic lavender and tea tree, so that you're pulling the right energy. You get what I'm saying? And Epsom salt is very powerful. It has a way about it. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to explain it as far as the salts, but it's very effective when it comes to cleaning and clearing the energy. You get what I'm saying? On you. Next, you have pink Himalayan salt, peppermint, and honey. So this mixture you can put together, and it'll help you out a lot. Pink Himalayan salt is very powerful because not only is it a cleansing agent, be it salt, it also has a drawing power. So if you add things to pink Himalayan salt, it draws the desired frequency that you're seeking in regards to the herbs and the salts. I have a few salts here real quick. Let me show you. I dyed these. This is like my red salt. I gotta make some more. And my gold salt. And my blue salt. Alright. So yeah, you can mix pink Himalayan salt, you can mix peppermint, and you can mix honey. The next mixture that I have for you guys is sea salt, eucalyptus, and lemon. Eucalyptus, not only is it good for like congestion and other like actual physical symptoms that you might be experiencing, either from ascension, because you have ascension symptoms, or just straight up your immune system. Eucalyptus is great, but it's also super good for anointing yourself and anointing the objects and the things that you're going to be using when performing sorcery, if you're into sorcery, or when just simply cleansing yourself. You get what I'm saying? It literally carries such a high vibration that it is pretty much essential. I would say look into getting a eucalyptus essential oil if you don't have eucalyptus leaf. Okay, the last one. I don't really hear too many people talking about this one, but this one is very effective. Baking soda. Bear with me. Baking soda, rose water, and sweet orange. So baking soda was something that I use as Epsom salt alternative because I didn't have Epsom salt one time. And it actually worked out really, really well for me. Like I said, this is based off of my personal experience and what has worked for me. So I do have faith that it will work for you, just as long as you infuse the same energy. It's all about the symbolism of what you're using and the intent. So it's about why are you using what you're using, and what is what you're using used for, and essentially, or what is it made out of. And that is going to play a big role on what effect it's going to have as far as energetically. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all just a view real quick. These some bay leaves, you know what I'm saying? Pink Himalayan salt. All of this stuff is in your pantry usually. Rosemary. A few of the things that I've already mentioned to use to cleanse. Now I have a couple more that I'm going to mention over. It's not going to take too long, but these are additional cleansing aspects that you can use to make sure that your aura, your energetic field is is all clear and everything like that. So we're gonna tune into that right now. Yes, you guessed correctly. Crystals. Crystals are very effective when it comes to maintaining frequency. So the thing about it is we're very similar to crystals, right? We use quartz and crystals to do many different things, to heal ourselves and others, for jewelry, for architecture and structures, and for communications and technology. The thing that makes crystals so powerful is that they are created under extreme amounts of pressure, or energy, heat, temperature, and they are trained over thousands of years to maintain this perfection under all of that stress. So what is this saying? This is saying that crystals excuse me, have the ability to maintain the frequency that you input into the crystal, no matter usually what is going on outside or whatever. And that is what makes crystals so beneficial to you, because we are temperamental. We go up and down. We're water beings, right? So depending on what happens, alters our auric field. You get what I'm saying? I can be all good right now. Nothing's bothering me. My auric field is fine. But if something drastic happened right now, like God forbid, then that would throw me off. Naturally, that's the human aspect. And this is where crystals come in, right? Crystals is our natural recharge. It's like they're allies to us. We work with them and they work with us. A couple crystals to use to cleanse is Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz is like a filter. If you're dealing with negative energies, or if people have negative energies, if there's negative energies around your home, Smoky Quartz is like a filter, and it catches it before it gets close or to you or whatever. It's basically like an extra shield. You get what I'm saying? So Smoky Quartz is that crystal. You get you some Smoky Quartz, like, period. But it's important to remember, just like a filter, you have to clean it out, right? You have to cleanse it. You have to make sure you cleanse your Smoky Quartz, because you're just going to be holding on to a whole bunch of negative energy that it collected for you. It's like a net. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you program it to do that. You get what I'm saying? Because crystals have to be programmed. I am going to make a video on that later on. You'll understand what I mean by that. It's very simple process. Another crystal to use to cleanse is selenite. So selenite has been known to be a very divine crystal. It's almost an angelic crystal. They say that it can be used to communicate to the angelic realms, and I've used selenite to do deep meditation and healing and stuff like that. So it's a very powerful crystal, but it is essentially used to cleanse yourself. You can rub the selenite around areas. There's chakra points and energy centers where you feel like need cleansing. You can also use selenite to cleanse other crystals, and you can use selenite to cleanse talismans, sacred instruments, objects, things that you have on your altar, if you have an altar, etc. So those are the crystals that I have just right now off the top of my head right now. But there's other crystals like black tourmaline, which transmutes negative energy into positive energy, very powerful. You have hematite, which focuses on your blood. It cleanses blood and reduces inflammation. And you have rainbow hematite, which cleanses and balances your chakras, your energy centers. You have tiger's eye, which grounds your energy when you are it grounds your finance, your success, your courage, your heart energy center, get what I'm saying? It cleanses that. Rose quartz cleanses your emotional center, the way you perceive love. You get what I'm saying? So there's different levels of cleansing, and there's different crystals that you can use to do that. I'm a huge advocate of crystals, if you cannot tell. So you get what I'm saying? Get using crystals. Alright, and then the last category that I wanted to touch on in this video is going to be, of course, the incense. So white sage. White sage is used to get rid of any of them negative energies that does not belong in your home or anywhere or in you. People forget that. Yeah, you can say sage yourself. You get what I'm saying? Sage your intentions and everything. You know what I'm saying? Get all in there. An important thing to note is when you're saging to open up all doors and windows to make sure that the negative energy has a way out. Otherwise, you're just pushing the energy into an enclosed area and you're not really getting rid of it. And it's also, remember, it's a simple process. You know what I'm saying? You cast it out and then it's gone. Okay, other than white sage, you have Palo Santo. A lot of people use that. I haven't necessarily used Palo Santo. I use other things though. I'm gonna look into getting some Palo Santo. I use, you can use cinnamon. I use cinnamon. You can use bay leaves. I use bay leaves. You can use cumin. You can use tobacco. You can use frankincense. You can use myrrh. You can use pine and dragon blood's resin, and along with many other things. But I got a couple. Couple myrrh sticks right here that I burn. Clean that energy, cleanse that energy. Because we gotta remember, even though you sage, you get what I'm saying, you're zeroing out the area, right? So you got to be able to recharge the home, recharge the area. So you burn things to bring in a higher frequency. All sage does is it removes, leaves kind of like a zero out, almost like a black candle. You get what I'm saying? A general black candle, if you're just burning it just for general sense. It zeroes out the space. It makes it like nothingness. So nothing exists in that space, be it what you perceive to be a higher frequency or lower frequency. So that's important to remember, is that when you get rid of things, make sure you burn things and do things to raise the vibration too. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, that energy is very easily replaceable. Like, the energy can get right back in because you don't set another energetic interface in essence. So that's basically this video. Is 20 minutes? Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. If you got to the end of this video, I would like to thank you for watching this. I really hope that what I told you guys in this video is helpful to you in some type of way. Thank you for tuning into the video, whether you're on YouTube or Patreon. And it's all love. This is the Purple Hermit, and this is Lucid Prophecy Tarot. And make sure that you tune in next time. Bye.